What's good, Raider Nation? Spicy Raider Girl here. Thanks for joining us on this Friday evening. We are just pulling up to laugh at some of these funny memes that are up on social media.
Produced by Hamza Yassin. Produced by Hamza Yassin.
What's up, Raider Nation? Spicy Raider Girl here. Thanks for joining me. There's been so much going on in coming out of the Raiders headquarters this week, starting really on Halloween night, where we all thought we were getting tricked and not treated. Well, we ended up getting treated though. But we are just going to laugh at some of these. It's just like, oh my gosh, I'm just dying every time I go on Instagram or Facebook or something. There's like something new to laugh at. So let's laugh together, shall we? But before we get into that, we want to remind you that we are throwing a watch party coming up here at the Bank Club in Emeryville on November 26th. If you are in the San Francisco, Oakland, Greater Bay Area, come through, watch it with us. We are going to have, of course, the Woodson whiskey flowing like we do. V57 cigars we be smoking like we do. So join us at the Bank Club in Emeryville, November 26th. We'll have a live broadcast, raffles, prizes, all kinds of fun stuff. So there you have it. But let's get into everything that's funny on Facebook. At least funny to me. Let's bring Mother Moon in here to join us before we get into it.
Hey, everyone. What is good? I'm here to enjoy the festivities of all the funnies. I'll drink to that, it says.
So there's a little blurb from our new coach there. I am here for it. Mother Moon, are you here for it?
I am so here for it. Oh my
It's
God.
a lot of hoorah right now, and until we get some W's, it means nothing. But I have confidence in this man that he is going to make it happen. Mother Moon, you got I got a little bit of feedback coming through. Let's go to our next funny here. Oh, this isn't funny. Actually, this is what I missed. This is the vibe I want. When you're going into that stadium, yell it out. It would bounce off the concrete everywhere. That's all you heard. We need this vibe back. Bounce it off the concrete. Right here. This is how I want to see Allegiant Stadium.
That was insane.
Look at this. No room to walk. Raiders fans everywhere yelling Raiders the minute we got in, even before we got in.
Before in line. You got one person started, it was everything.
That's right. He says we can't hear. I don't know what's going on with this mic that's not being able to pick anything up. It's really getting on my nerves. But that's probably the last audio video. If you didn't get the vibe of the last one, it went something like this.
Raiders over and over and over and over again.
Well, at least the first video you could have at least read that, and we just told you what the second video said. Do you think the thing about Allegiant Stadium is, I think, part of the issue? When you enter the stadium, you're not in the stadium. It's like you enter, but you're still outside. You were just like, I was standing here, and now I'm standing here. But you're not like in the stadium yet. So you're kind of just like lost in La La Land. We don't have all that awesome concrete surrounding us to bounce our Raider yellingness across everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everywhere. No. Once you're in the gate, you pay your ticket. and you walk around aimlessly until you find your seat.
I
Well,
do
none
have
of
a
that.
I do have a confession to make though, especially after I've been defeated. I feel defeated at Allegiant Stadium, not only when the Raiders lose, but just because the experience is so terrible at the end of it, and people are like yelling Raiders. I feel obligated to do it sometimes because I don't want to feel like I'm leaving them hanging. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore.
But you do.
And so I'm more like, like, let me just make some noise that might sound something like it. But anyway, let's get to some funny memes. What do you say, Mother Moon?
Well, yeah, let's see. Hopefully we can hear them.
Well, I don't know. A lot of blah, blah, blah. We won't have to hear too many of these. You know, Jimmy G got cut. Did you hear about that? Not cut, excuse me. He got benched. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Did you see what the Raiders got him for his birthday?
No. Was a little gold touch on that? Like maybe
Yeah.
she'll come back. Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
You know, it's very thoughtful. So you gotta give him a little credit for the thought, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. Happy birthday, Jimmy G.
Happy birthday, Jimmy G. I think it was yesterday. Who cares?
For himself in his helmet, right?
Right?
Good.
He can sit in
Y'all
the
can stay
corner.
over there.
He can sit in the corner. What's up, Chris? Protect the Shield podcast. He says, let's go. Make sure to check us out on Wednesday night for Woods and Whiskey Wednesdays. My co-host right there. Demon Death, what's good? A longtime supporter of this show and a member of this channel. Speedy, what's good?
Speedy.
All right, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else I got. Oh, by the way, I don't know. That's my coach. And my dude Snoop. You know, Mother Moon, love her some Snoop.
I love me some Snoop.
Can I just throw this out there? It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I should just probably, like, instead of saying that every time, I should just under my name, I should just be like unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I since we're trading everybody or cutting everybody, I would like to trade Too Short for Snoop Dogg.
Got my vote.
Right?
Got my vote.
I would like. Can we make that happen? Hey, if the president, the self-proclaimed president of Raider Nation, can go perform in LA for I don't know if it was the Rams or the Chargers. I think it was the Rams. Then I would like one Mr. Snoop Dogg to come and perform for us.
I'll hit him up.
Okay, hit him up.
We'll make that happen. Yeah, because you know I love me some Snoop. And
Catch
Snoop
him
loves him some.
Mother Moon, you know I love me some moms. Yeah. That was a direct quote from him, just saying there's a whole story behind it. I'm sure I've told it before. Oh, I love this. Again, I'm sure you're not going to be able to hear the music, but you can feel the vibe. The Raiders have brought back the pre-practice dance circle. Look. Energy, Mother Moon. Hey.
There they go. They're ready.
It's a whole different vibe. You know what I mean? It's just a whole different vibe now. We haven't really seen, you know, this type of energy before.
Yeah, because we were at the practice once, you know, at the opening beginning of the year, and that was just dead, right? That was just dead. So this is what I wanted to see then. So what we got?
I told y'all we got Suge Knight in the building. And Raiders old head coach versus Raiders new head coach right here. And I would like to say, moving forward, can we never hire a coach again that wears a visor, owns a visor, has worn one in the past, or anything of that nature?
Yeah.
I like it. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing AP on the sideline with a cigar in his mouth.
Oh shit!
I'm
might say that afterwards.
I'm not mad at it. You know, maybe we can get him one of those V57s, care package sent to him. You know, Violator, if you're listening, I know you're not. You're at an event, but you know, send the boys a care package over to the facility. I like to see this.
I love it. I love it.
What's good, Hammer? Spicy Moon, he says. That's right.
Hey, you know it.
All right. Let's see. Let's get it. Oh. Damn shame. He ain't worth a chicken wang. It should have said wang. Dave, can you edit that? Damn shame. Ain't worth a chicken wang. Well, that was a big bust. Well, we headed for better days. So Mark Davis wrote a $45 million check in order to get rid of the head coach.
That's insane.
Not only is that
it's like a divorce, right? I'm just gonna give it to you. You gotta go. No questions, go.
Not only is that insane. Okay, first of all, I'm sure his ego's hit, but if I'm making $45 to do nothing, that's all I had to do was suck. First of all, this doesn't set a good precedence for future Raiders coaches because, I mean, if you can come in and work less than half of your season, half of your contract, and still come up with $45 million, that's a pretty darn good retirement plan. Just saying. And this isn't the first time, by the way. The Raiders in recent years, I think, have paid out about $100 million to getting rid of head coaches. So listen.
So sign me up to be a head coach.
Yeah, if you're unemployed, I don't know, offensive coordinator, special teams coach, this is your chance.
Put your name in the hat.
You can still do it. Believe in yourself. Get up off that unemployed couch. Sign up to coach the Raiders because there is an opening and you can make $45 million to suck.
Take half of that.
Right?
Yeah.
And speaking of head coaches, I'm not really feeling this. I'm not sure, who actually made this, but you know what I don't like about this list? Head coach possibilities. Jim Harbaugh, blah, 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 blah. Guess who's missing, Mother Moon? The obvious answer here. Come on, you can get this. Guess who's missing from this list?
Let me read the list. Who's missing to be head coach? Well, Bisaccia? Is that you? Who else?
Meh.
Oh, obvious list. I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. He came straight out of Compton.
Well, Antonio. Well, yeah, but I
exactly. But why is he not on this list? See, and I don't know. Is this from CBS Sports? According to Cody Benjamin, maybe he doesn't know anything. But why wouldn't he be on this list? I get he's interim. I get it, but he should be. When the Raiders selected him to be interim, they should have been considering him for long term. This is an audition, if you will. Right?
I agree. Yeah, he should definitely be put up there.
I'm not really understanding what this list is, so I am going to take it off my screen and ignore it.
Yeah, you don't, get someone in there, someone in our lives. They don't bring somebody to us. We fall in love with them. They're going to take them away again.
No, pretty much. But the rest of this says Davis wanted stability within the organization. Can I just say it's about damn time? Right. Like, does it really take him this long to figure out that blah, blah, why can't I speak today? Stability is the key to things. How long have I been saying you can't keep firing your CEO, any company, and expect to have a successful business? So at least he smartened up, but don't. And he was trying to desperately to believe in the direction it was going. Well, sometimes you gotta let the bleep go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. Let's see.
It says, spicy as you should. The list is BS, right? Thank you. Yeah. I love when I have one person validate my opinion.
That's all it takes. It's just one.
That's right. What's good, Chris? What's good? Let's see what else we have in here. It's always got to be some troubleshooting. Not everything can always work at once. Now it's my mouse. It's the littlest of things, but whatever. This one says, oh, what a wild year and a half for the Raiders organization. We always say when we watch the games, right? The Raiders are always breaking records. But they're never good.
but they're not good records. But
they're not good records. No. So look at these records. Gruden fired. McDaniels hired. Trade for Devontae Adams. Which actually we should give Josh McDaniels and Ziegler some props for that. Here, where's my clap button? I don't have one. Thank you. We'll take him. You earned your $45 million for that, I suppose. Okay. Finishes 6-11 trash. Released Derek Carr. By the way, did you hear the rumor about he tried to get Carr back, but Carr was already like, "Nah, I'm done with you. I don't know. Who cares? Carr's gone." Jimmy G signs. Woo! Listen. One sitting on the couch, one sitting on the bench. Millions of dollars being made
in the doghouse.
My goodness, man! Why couldn't I be born a male so I can be a mediocre football player, make bajillion dollars? Man, if you're sitting at home, there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Fires McDaniels, NGM, benches Jimmy G, Well, that's not true. Devontae does not want out. Take that off. I'm gonna scroll that. That's a lie. That is completely made up. I've never heard him say that. Have you heard him say that, Mother Moon?
No, I haven't heard him say that.
Frustration and disgust doesn't mean he wants out. That means he wants better.
Right. I
so
agree with that.
Whoever made that one. By the way, I don't know what this one actually says, but I was like, is that him? Was he the child star that was like in Boys in the Hood? That's him, right? He was the child actor. Yes, it is. Google it, everyone. No, I don't think so.
I was going to say, check that.
Wouldn't that be awesome, though?
Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody go to IMDb right now and look up Antonio Pierce and see if he has the Boys in the Hood credit on his IMDb page. I'm guessing he doesn't even have an IMDb page, Mother Moon, so you don't really have to look it up.
Oh, okay. I'm looking it up. I'm already there, but okay.
The short story, matter of fact, is I grew up in Compton. I was born a Raider. This is all the stuff he said. See, that I'm telling you, that was him.
Yeah, very well could have been.
I mean, I see the resemblance with the hat. You know what I mean? I think this right here by Devontae Adams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did not everybody feel this way, player or not, fans?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to put a disclaimer on this show right now. Don't really actually believe anything I say. This is just all for fun. That is not him.
No, that's not him.
And we're just having fun because these memes are just too much. You know, I'm like sitting here like a dork laughing on my own, and I was just like, let's share these with everybody. This might just be like my new daily thing because it's so funny until they don't get funny.
Come home from work, have a funny after a long day. That's hysterical. No, but that was a good meme. I did think that was a possibility.
And that's not even what it said. I just saw it and it was like, oh, it's him. Anyway, didn't everyone feel this way? I'm ready to run through a wall for that man. Tay talking about AP. I felt that way.
Yeah, I was hooked.
I have to say, it must have been the next morning after his press conference. I was like going to my boxing class, and I kid you not, I was like bumping California rap, and I was like feeling it. I was like, F the police, straight out of Compton. Like all you see is like this little head, like driving a Mercedes down the road in Pleasanton through the vineyard, like, Can you imagine the person pulling up next to me?
It's like, that's it. All you see is your little head in the car, too.
Like, I don't think she belongs here. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. I just love this picture, by the way. This is just this has nothing to do. This is not funny or anything. This is just a Max Crosby appreciation post. I see him do this every time. He's always the leader of the pack, and he always jumps at the end. We've seen him do it in real life. And we've seen him do it on video. And I've seen a similar photo to this over and over again because the photographer knows just to wait for it. Like I'm not mad at you, Max Crosby, but you posing for this.
Well, does have a shirt?
He has camera awareness. He has half a shirt.
Yeah, he's definitely camera ready.
Oh, he's camera ready, and he's posing for this. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying. Some more of my boy, Mr. Crosby. Gotta show those tats. Oh, look, there's a little space there for something.
It's gonna be for his ring.
Hey, that he gets elsewhere. No, I'm kidding. What? Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's just see. I forgot what this one says. I'm being completely honest. I truly do hope McDaniels gets another shot at head coach. Oh yeah, the head coaching position, preferably for the Chiefs.
Oh, for a minute there, I was like, "Where are you going with this, Eddie?" Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, like they're gonna. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so funny? Like we wake up, breaking news: Andy Reid traded, and McDaniels. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, McDaniels can just retire now forever because like no one's gonna pay him. You got your money. Go to wherever you back where you, I don't actually know where he's from. I know where he's coached and stuff, but I don't really know anything about him. But go back there.
Wisconsin.
Topeka, Kansas.
Can't use that anymore.
Okay. I don't know if y'all saw they had a new media day with the new regime. Aiden O'Connell on the Raiders. What we got there? We got look. He's like, oh no. Oh, you know what this was from? This is from Media Day. They're releasing the next performers at the next halftime show. These are the performers on Sunday, and Aiden O'Connell just wanted to get a photo with them. That's what we got here.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I think Rick Ross is performing this weekend. Really, at this point, the only good reason to go to Allegiant Stadium is for the free concert.
Yeah, there's been some good ones, and I think now the whole vibe is changing. They're going to be some badass halftime or quarters or whatever. Whenever
we got Rick Ross this time, so we'll see. Again, I would like to put in a trade. Too short for Snoop Dogg.
I'm on
Just
it.
Just saying. There is a different energy, Hunter Renfrow said. I think AP alluded to it. It's fun when you have nothing to lose. Let's go out there and have a great time and play hard and play fast. We're not walking on eggshells.
Oh.
You know, here's the thing about Renfrow, too. Like, I feel like we never, I don't know. I never hear him say much. And I certainly haven't heard him say much this season. So for him to kind of like speak out, you know, I think he's feeling it again. He's probably thinking, I got a chance. I could play. I'm going to get in there again. I get to become third and fall forward is coming to the rescue, y'all.
Fall forward, Renfrow.
Put him in there. Put that slot receiver in there. Get that yard. But I'm saying, like, the fact that he's speaking up, I haven't heard him say, has anyone heard him say anything all year?
No, even when we ran into him at the M, he really didn't have anything to say.
No, he probably felt stifled.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that has something to do with Antonio Pierce. He's going to let the guys be them. He wants them to be tough and passionate. He wants them to bring that swag and the edge. Those are all his words.
Wait, does you think Hunter Renfrow has swag?
We're about to see.
Oh, yeah, we are about to see. I have to say this. I felt kind of badly when I went to training camp because I literally had two pieces of merch. There were two footballs. One was like a real NFL game used football, and one of those is like those white footballs you get to autograph. And Lil Chucky had two requests. He wanted Mad Max and Devontae Adams, and I had two footballs. So I already got Mad Max and Devontae Adams for him. Hunter Renfrow comes over to me, not to me like directly, like the group, but it happened to be like the area I was in. He walked up, and I was like, oh, I don't want him to sign these footballs. Like I don't want him to mess up these footballs because I got like my one autograph on each one. It's like it's only one per. So I was like, can you get a selfie? He's probably like, what?
What? You know how many sign these footballs? Yeah,
you're right. He's like, he's like, you know how many people want my autograph? I was like, yes, Hunter, I'm sure. Next time I'll come prepared with a third football.
That was.
Anywho.
You're all hide the footballs. Hide the footballs. I don't want him signing.
I know. Don't let him die. Don't let him grab them. This is just kind of sad right here. Oy, 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 oy. Over the past 20 years, the Raiders have the worst point differential in the NFL, currently sitting at minus 1985. The second worst is the Browns, who sit at 1596. Can you imagine being that terrible for that long? That's how, and it's not, and actually, I know I just cut myself off because I'm stressing out here. The predictors have not predicted this will change this Sunday. They still have the Raiders scoring most of them under 17 points, which has been their average. All of them predicted under 20 points. So that means they don't think the Raiders have gotten any better with all of these changes.
Well,
and I think like 7 out of 10 of them still predict that the Giants are going to win. They're like they have 2 wins. The Giants have 2 wins. They're flying from across country. They're playing in what's supposed to be an opposing team's stadium. They're not home. Well, and then we get no respect, Mother Moon. None.
No, we don't. But Max Crosby put the word out. He's all, come on in. You know, come with us. Be hyped up. He says it's going to be a movie. Let's do it. So I think with all that little push, the fans like that we used to be, it's going to happen.
I will say as much as I've said, like I'm so over going to games because it's just not an enjoyable experience for me. Like I kind of wanted to go to this one.
I know.
Out of all of them, I kind of wanted to go to this one, but who could have predicted it? Who could have predicted this? You know what I mean? If you are watching, don't forget, light that torch, hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member if you are willing. All right, let's see.
What else we got?
I don't know. I might have got through all my funnies. Oh yeah, I think I did. But there's probably a ton more of them somewhere out there. Let's go through. Oh, this is the same quote here. You know, at least he's finally saying something, right? I just felt it was time to make a change, time to make a move. Mark Davis says, let's talk about Mark Davis a little bit, Mother Moon.
Okay.
Because, you know, you and I have had very strong opinions about Mark Davis. If you watch any of our shows when we first started this, going back to where we were doing seasons.
Yes.
And that's right when they left Oakland, and we had our hearts broken. Well, and we were not appreciative of the way this man, I felt, dealt with the situation. And we were not kind, I will say.
We weren't kind because I think the way he left us. Someone had asked him, do you have anything to say to your loyal fans? And he said, no. And we're like, what? We don't even get a goodbye? So we were really salty. A little bit, still am.
But I will say,
around.
Yes, I will say, just because we've been unhappy with everything he's done in the past, I think doesn't mean that we can't be women enough to say when somebody has done a good job, if we feel like they've done a good job. And you know what? I am surprised that he actually had the cojones to do what he did. But he did it. Yeah. That's what everyone wanted. That's what most people wanted. And so I think at this point, Raider Nation, y'all got what you wanted. So maybe put a little respect on the man's name now.
Yeah, a little bit. But you know how they always say behind every man is a strong woman that gives you the backbone. But doesn't he have a new woman on his hand?
I thought you were going to say his mom.
I'm sure she's put that family. She's probably the heart of everything. But yeah, maybe he's out, to prove a little something too. It's like, I can make these changes. Just watch me, babe. I don't care about 45 mil. I don't care about this.
Oh, so you think he did it to impress his new girlfriend?
No, not really, but possibly.
Oh, okay. Again, you can't take anything we're saying as truth on this show. We are just having fun because I thought you were going to say, the widow of the late Mark Davis, Carol Davis, was making these decisions.
That's probably the truth.
No, you're right. What am I thinking? No, he's totally doing it to impress a woman. Duh.
Yeah. What's this check? 45 mil. Oh, baby. Yeah. But
whatever it takes. Darling, look what I can do. I can throw away 45 million.
Okay.
All right. What do you think about this one, Mother Moon? Oh. All right. Eddie Ramos, what's good? 209 in the house. Jack Kenna, salute. Okay. RG3. He's had a lot to say. And again, I pulled these memes. I haven't fact checked any of them. I don't know if he actually tweeted this, but we'll go with it.
I love the way he starts. Hear
All
me
right.
out.
All right. Hear me out. Marshawn Lynch should at least get a head coaching interview with the Raiders this offseason. Lean into the Raider way. Team becomes feared with his style and mentality. Load up his staff with experienced and proven coordinators. Who says no? Mother Moon, what is your, you and I know, oh, dude, Beast Mode's our guy. Beast Mode's our guy. Oakland dude, hometown guy. We love us some Beast Mode. But what do you think about this?
Well, I think as a head coach, he would just say, you go through somebody, go over and over and over, or do what you have to do with them. I definitely think he would be great on the team somehow. Not a head coach, but
Right.
definitely he needs to be on that sideline at
Yes.
every game.
Yes.
Every game. And then just, I don't know if you ever seen him speak. I'm sure everybody has, when he just says at the straightest face over and over and over, and the power he has in his in his swag. I would love to see him. Love to see him be a more part of the team.
Yeah, I want to see him at the games. I want to see him on the sidelines. I want to see him talking to the players while they're warming up. I want to see him shaking them dreads at halftime. Hell, I don't even want to see his motivational over and over speech in the locker room. But I'm sorry, Beast Mode as a head coach.
That's not happening. He'd be like, nah, I'm okay.
I want him as part of the team. I like the idea of what RG3 is saying. Getting that Raider way back. Getting that style back. That mentality back. I am here for that.
Yeah.
But we're going to let someone else handle the head coaching position, right, Mother Moon?
Absolutely. He just said, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
If you ever run into Beast Mode and have a little chat with him, you won't, because he'll be like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. But yeah, I mean, Beast Mode is part of the team, though, and I don't know, I'm sure in what capacity and how this could really happen, but I'm here for that.
Well, it wasn't like you were saying the other day. It wasn't any coincidence. Right after the announcement, they had a advertisement by him as well.
Right.
Right. So I think whoever's marketing out there, promoting it, they know he is a huge part of the Raider Nation.
Well, I think there was a huge shift in the way the Raiders marketed this whole thing. And I don't think there's any coincidence that they knew that AP was going to come out in that press conference and talk about being from Compton and being an LA Raider fan, because it was almost immediately after that, the Raiders released a reel with Marshawn Lynch at the podium giving a speech about the culture, cussing and everything. They know they bleeped it, and they showed only the current players, Mad Max, Devontae Adams. So to me, that was no coincidence. I feel like they're finally saying, you know what, this sissy lala Vegas culture, this atmosphere that we're bringing to the stadium is not working anymore. And now after, I always say like 3 or 4 seasons, because 2020 you can't gauge what the culture was because the stadium was empty, even though they've been there for that long, for 4 years. But hey, I think they're realizing, let the riffraff
this one
back in the building.
And those who don't know the story, yes, we were called actual riff raft from Oakland.
We weren't actually called that. They didn't know who they were speaking to.
That's true. They didn't know where we were from.
They said, though, when we were in our sales meeting, to buy season tickets, by the way, and to put a lot of money down as a PSL holder, that they wanted to keep the riffraff out of the building. Riffraff meaning people from Oakland. I'm like, we're from Oakland.
We just looked at each other like, did he just say what I think he said?
Yeah. Followed by, who are you a fan of? The Jets. Why is it always the Jets, by the way? Why do we always get these weird Raiders fan? What was that guy's name? JB something or other? Okay, anyway. I digress. But anyway, I'm loving it. If the culture, if the marketing campaign moving forward is actually to get this culture shift, I am 100% here for it.
I agree. 100%. I mean, a lot of us were, like AP said, is that we're going to call him AP? I kind of like his full name,
Say it all
An-
then.
Antonio. Anyways,
I don't think he's Italian. If that
no,
was
I
an
don't
Italian
think so.
accent, saying
I don't know. It kind of sounds like. Anyway, he like you said, he was born this way, and then he had a little smirk, like, yeah, grew up in Compton. He was proud of it, and he was showing, I'm going to say what I say, and I'm going to bring that energy. So I just totally fell in love with him. Yeah, there you are. So he's my new heartthrob. Sorry, Mad Max.
good. Finally, geez, and quit drooling over poor Mad Max.
So anyways,
this is more
I
your
know.
type anyway.
I know. Look at that. Watch when you have a picture of him smiling. He has these beautiful teeth, great smile, no hair, a chocolate, and he just really, he just spoke from the heart. He didn't have notes. He didn't have notes up there when he was speaking. So yeah, I'm in here for it.
You didn't even have to hear, 400 times.
Oh, that was another thing I noticed. There was no hems and haws and I don't know, but there was nothing like that when he was speaking. It was just solid, words. And I was asked about this. It was funny. Okay. At work, I was asked about what do you think about all this that's going on, and I was like, that's what I know. He's not wishy washy. He's to the point. He says what he wants, and it came through nice and strong. So that's what I told him. So shut your face.
That's what she said.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I know. I'm just messing around, Mother Moon.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think? We went through most of the memes here. So what do you see different? Let's talk about predictions. And I'm not even talking about like who's going to win. What do you predict to see more like a vibe from this game on Sunday?
Oh, of the vibe, I feel
Yeah.
like the guys are going to come together in a way of it won't look like a playbook when they're out there playing. They're going to know where to go, what to do. I just the vibe is just going to be they're going to be hitting hard. They're going to be playing harder. I think they're going to have confidence in themselves to make the moves, whatever it is. I just feel like they have been given their um, balls back and say, "Hey, go out there and play the game like you know how to play. Trust in your teammates and make it work." So I just want to see a lot of cohesiveness and get out there and play some hard football.
I will say this. I mean, most people I think are like, yeah, I want to run through a wall for this man. Like they got him hyped.
Yeah.
But there's this one or two people that are going to say, well, that's just hype. We don't care. And I kind of get that narrative because, I mean, this is not how I'm feeling, but I try to understand them. Because when Del Rio came to the team, he was from the Bay Area. And everyone was like, oh, we got a Bay Area guy, blah, blah, blah. And, me and you, Mother Moon, we both said, so what?
Yeah.
So what? What is he going to do? It's just because he's from here doesn't mean he's going to succeed. Like, what is he going to do? And I never thought that was really like something to be impressed by. However, I never heard Del Rio speak the way this man speaks, and that's the difference.
No. Huge difference.
They didn't lead with that. They didn't lead with like they felt like they led with Del Rio. Oh, Del Rio, the hometown kid, blah blah blah. They didn't lead with that. Oh, the Oakland or the LA guy, blah blah, coming back. He said it, and I believed it. Right. Didn't feel like I was force fed that narrative.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, and that's why I think the guys are going to feel that same energy. Like he's almost competing, or what do you call him? Daring them, keep up with me. Let me see what you have. I'm going to show you everything I got. But I also heard him speak and saying, the guys are before the game or before practice, if they want to play basketball in their locker room, he's like, that's their domain. Mm-hmm. They can do what they want, which they probably didn't have that before. They probably just went in there, okay, let's go ahead and get ready for practice. But I really like that he's going to give them the space they need, or
right.
Need or not, but respect their space in the locker room. So,
well, he made a good point. He said, I'm coaching from a player standpoint. So maybe he appreciated his space in the locker room when he played and not having the coach be all up in their business. Listen, obviously I've never played football. I mean,
you sure?
I know, right? But I get it. Maybe it's so maybe it's like, you know, having, you know, your parents or something coming into your room when you got your boys over. Like, this is our space. We'll be out in a minute, you know. When we're gonna have dinner together in a minute, but this is my space, type of thing. Kind of like the brotherly camaraderie, if you will.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think the most important thing is it seems like he gets them, and it seems like AP gets the players, and it seems like he wants to let them lead. He wants them to be able to give feedback, to make decisions, to not walk on eggshells, like Renfrow said, you know, which is very much what McDaniels was known for, kind of like my way or the highway. Like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work ever for anything. You know what I mean? There's always got to be some sort of compromise, like in any sort of relationship, business or otherwise. Like, my way or the highway, like, never works.
Right. And you're right about that. And I took some words that he said. Again, I'll say a few of them. He said he wants an open dialogue, wants them to be accountable, trust, embrace, respect one another, and produce. I mean, he's there. He gets it. That's what he probably wanted as a player. I want to embrace my teammates. I want everybody to trust each other. So I think, like you said, an open dialogue is huge. You know, I can't say what I got to say. We actually had to wait for the alumni to speak up, possibly, you know. And
well, like Tim Brown said, you know, he knew that they couldn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, and the commitment to excellence isn't just playing the game. It's making sure the alumni and the fans and the Raider Nation are proud. That's your commitment to making sure it all works.
Well, right. And they actually shouldn't even be able to use that tagline. I would like to take that away from them until they're actually ever excellent. But that's neither here nor there. All right, let's look. So speaking, we spoke of Hunter Renfrow a little bit. And this again, we don't know what happens behind closed doors, but Raiders wide receiver Hunter Renfrow was very close to being traded to the Saints. However, Raiders ghosted all trade because Mark Davis informed the changes were being made and no trades were going to be finished. So this is probably why that we were all shocked once the trade deadline came and went. That, will you hold your mic up, please?
Sorry.
Once the trade line came and went, that nothing was done. And this is probably why right here. Because we knew that, or Davis knew he was going to make these changes. And he's like, dude, I'm done with you making decisions. Let's just make it stop. We were all disgusted. Like, oh, can you believe the trade deadline came and gone? The Raiders didn't do anything. It trade for blah, 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 blah. You know, little did we know that little Mark Davis was behind the scenes. You know, and now I'm sure that everyone's happy that Renfrow is stayed. I can go either way with him, but listen, I think that he can be used and valued. They just have to figure out how to use and value him, and that hasn't happened all season. So now that they have him, utilize him.
Yeah. Well, I think that's also the team's going to be able to speak on it, you know, without having the coach to make all the decisions.
Yep. What's good, Willie Wayne? Thanks for joining us. He says, so glad Renfrow is still here. We need him. Like I said, I could have gone either way with him, but since he's still here, all I'm saying is let's use him. Because there's no reason to keep this man on the team and not trade for anyone and try to improve any of the lines and to not play this man or play him at the end of the fourth quarter when it doesn't matter anymore. You know, so I'm excited, though. I will say this. I'm excited about this game. I haven't been this excited to actually watch a game in a very long time. You know, of course, I'm going to watch every weekend. I'm in front of the TV. I'm glued to it. I actually watch every play. Even when I'm at a watch party, I try to watch every play. I don't really even like to be at parties because I know people want to talk.
You get to watch.
Yeah, I want to watch. But usually I'm just disgusted. It's like, I'm excited for this game. I hope they don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me.
I know. We're gonna have to have a
First of all,
quiet time to watch.
These are my predictions. They finally get over that 20-point hump that's so desperately needed. They actually utilize all of their weapons, which they have a lot of good weapons. Some that we've probably forgotten about, like a Hunter Renfrow, like a Jacoby Meyer, like a Michael Mayer. Those are, and then you got Devontae, Jacobs. Come on, those are weapons. Now it's just going to be, can Nathan O'Connell be smart, be mature, see the field, move, execute? It's a lot.
Well, they trust him, or Jimmy G wouldn't have got benched.
Yeah, well.
6,
Six what?
He got sacked six times. So I mean, you got to get somebody who has a good eye. Got to run around. So
yeah, I mean, Aiden O'Connell got sacked 6 times also, and only by one man. By one man. So they both, again, Raiders. They always put up the best records. They both have that. They both have that to brag, to write home about, to brag about. They both managed to get sacked 6 times in a game.
Okay. Well, there's that theory then. You just got benched. Go to your quarter.
No, one is not better than the other, Mother Moon.
Well, this Sunday it's going to be. Let's all focus.
That's right. I hope so. Okay, so can we talk about narratives that need to go away?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Let's start with this one. Can we start? Okay, I think Versace has kind of got a little soft spot in all of our hearts, right?
Yes.
Like he's very likable. He came in, under a situation that nobody could have predicted. Ended up, taking that team to the playoffs. And unfortunately losing his job over it.
Yeah.
Like as special teams coach, I mean, not as head coach.
Right.
But this narrative has to stop.
Yeah.
This to me is more ludicrous than the bring back Carr campaign.
Well, maybe we just need to bring him back on the team. Not necessarily.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Okay.
But
maybe. If he wants to come, if they want to bring him back as special teams coach, actually, I thought they should have I thought he should have just went right back to special teams coach.
I did too. I mean, yeah.
But the talk of bringing him back as a head coach, like, stop it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So let's put our.
There's just certain things that, like, that you get with Raiders. I hate saying the Raider Nation because it sounds so stupid to me. Sorry, it just does.
Others have to just think outside the box a little bit. That's not going to happen. What else do you have?
Yeah. I wanted to play this video, but I don't think we can hear it. Well, how about we try it? And if you can't hear it for whatever reason, then tell me and I'll just cut it. But I thought this was interesting. I know you can't hear it right now. Give me a minute. And we will try here in a minute.
No.
So I don't know why we aren't able to hear these things, but maybe just go check it out. This is David Carr, of all people.
Oh.
Speak. Basically talking about our new head coach.
Go ahead and take him off.
Our new head coach on the diet. Carr. David Carr.
Go ahead and take them off because you're cutting in and out now.
Cutting it out? Well, I have to hear. Okay. I have to hear what he says to tell you what he's saying. But fine, I'll take him off. Moral of the story is, the Giants, the New York Football Giants, the team that Antonio Pierce was playing on, was playing the Oakland Raiders. The Giants scored against the Oakland Raiders.
Okay.
And they wanted to celebrate in some sort of capacity and spike the ball or alluded to something like that. Pierce goes up to, I don't know, I can hear, because there's too much going on. I can hear, but I didn't catch it. Goes up to Carr or somebody, David Carr that is, and said, "Don't disrespect my team like that." Meaning the Raiders, even though he was on the Giants, he didn't want his own team to be spiking the ball and gloating because they scored against the Oakland Raiders. Like, he was offended by that. He felt some sort of way about the team he was on over celebrating against the team that he grew up loving. That's the moral of David Carr's story.
Oh. I'm just more in love with Antonio Pierce.
What's that?
I'm more in love with Antonio.
I know, right?
Telling his own teammate.
And I believe it too, because this is coming from David Carr.
Yeah.
Derek Carr's brother, who has been so salty towards the Raiders. So for him to tell this story to me is like, okay, this is legit. It's not only legit, but like, he has respect for this man, and he was wishing him well.
Yeah, I definitely got to go back and find that, listen to it.
Yeah, go check it out. Oh, maybe I'll share it on my. If you follow me on Facebook, I'll share it there, and I'll try to figure out why this audio nonsense is happening. But anyway, Mother Moon, we are about to wrap here. Go and check out Chris Protect the Shield. He's got his Fan Friday coming up in about 2 hours. Check out his show. Mother Moon, you want to say anything else before we go?
I just want to say I am excited for this Sunday's game. I wish I was there, but like you said, I'm not there. And let's do this. Let's come together as a Raider Nation, support them, and leave all the other BS behind.
I will say this. Since I wish I was there and I can't be there, but I am going to be there next weekend. Please, Raiders, do a good job where I don't regret being there next weekend and go back to hating it again. So please win and make it fun so that I'm excited to go back next weekend. How's that?
That sounds like a good plan. I'm sure they all get the message.
I know, right?
Okay. I'm going to have to get on that phone and talk to Snoop Dogg about this too. So I got to go.
Put the cap. Is that a good look? The spicy, the backwards cap. I'm not sure that's a good look, but we're leaving here anyway.
Yeah, just don't go in the sun.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Like we said, we just popped on for a minute to have a little fun because some of these memes were too good not to share. And I'll repost that David Carr one so you can see what we're talking about. All right, Mother Moon. You want to take us out?
No, you know how we do. We go out one way and only one way.
Produced by Hamza Yassin. Produced by Hamza Yassin.
Everyone.